when you smoke out of it, it just tastes like you're taking resin hits, which is gross.
You gonna throw it away?
No, you just clean it with a little bit of alcohol solution. Isn't this podcast fascinating? Aren't you so
How to
glad
clean
you
your
just-
pipe.
We did talk about making like Stoney Baloney how-to videos for our YouTube.
Yeah, we'll do
Oh,
that
that'd be
eventually.
dope.
We also talked about having just like a bin in the corner that's full of random plumbing pieces,
Yeah.
and have the guests just like build their own bong.
Yeah.
For that
Oh,
episode.
that's like a Lego set, dude. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
dude.
There's just an assortment of hardware and produce.
Yeah.
And you gotta fucking-
you gotta make something we can smoke out of.
Does it have like the letters on each piece? Connect A to C.
Oh, that's smart, but no.
Oh,
No, you just
yeah.
gotta figure it out.
Okay.
That would be better though if we had like 4 different bins. It was like you need, like a build your own.
Oh, that is okay. All right.
When you go to
All right,
Cava
now I'm
and
back
you're
on
like, oh,
board.
yeah.
Now I'm back on
Yeah.
board. I was trying to make it too
It's
difficult.
like different stations.
Do like a game show with it. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like building
oh,
your-
so
like an
all right. So
escape
you have to like draw a. Oh, and you can't. You're not leaving until you build this fucking bong.
An escape room, yeah.
Oh.
And just flood the room with more weed smoke and confuse
Just get
the
higher. You have no idea what's fucking going on. You
Yeah.
can't see.
Have you ever
You
done an
forgot
escape
why
room
you're
before?
there.
No,
Have you done an escape room before?
No.
No, it's great.
I bet.
You should get really high, do mushrooms, and then do an escape room.
Oh my god, just tripping nuts.
Me and my
in
girl
there.
went with a random like family, and it took us.
I bet that
It's an
was
hour long. It took us 30 minutes to get the first clue. And when
How
we,
many clues
when
are
we
there?
finally asked to do, all right, what are we gonna do? He's like, just press the start button. I was like, oh shit, we didn't even know it was like, yo, press this to play. And
Oh,
it
you
took us
that-
30
so you-
minutes to hit
You
the
even
fucking
start the
yeah.
game? You're like, we're gonna be in here a fucking while.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna need
It
to
was-
cancel the next few appointments.
Exactly. We got it just in the nick of time, but it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, but you still got out, even only with half the
Yeah,
time?
because then we were just
Nice.
like, all right, now we.
Yeah, because you had to
Yeah,
rush.
you were
read.
focused.
It was
Yeah.
like, actually read the fucking instructions and then let's.
Or else they lock you in there for the night.
Yeah, that'd probably be a problem though.
Yeah. That would be
It was just
that
us
would,
and a
that would
random
make it
family.
way more interesting.
Yeah,
like
now you
like
really
the haunted houses where they get to touch you and they fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of them across the country where they like really fuck with
Yeah,
you,
my girl
slam
wants
you
to
into
do
the
that.
walls and shit like that. Like just
Oh, yeah.
that for
We
an
need an escape room that you could just be stuck in for a week if you don't.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah,
don't- you
if
just
you
have to
don't-
solve it. You don't get out until you solve it.
No,
I'm cool with those haunted houses where they can touch you as long as I can touch them back.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna.
Exactly.
Is the thing.
Yeah, don't run at me with a chainsaw and not prepare for a kick. Like
I'm gonna defend
I
myself.
have to fight back.
I am going to.
My
yeah.
girl is here, dude. I'm not gonna scream.
No,
at
I'm
you.
not.
Crazy. Ridiculous.
No, it's not the time. The worst haunted house I ever went through, it was in Atlanta. It was a notorious one. Fuck, I forget what it's called. Underworld or something like that. And it's pretty intense all the way through. But then the ending, you come down this last hallway, and it's all dimly lit, or
Yeah.
like the lights are cutting in and out and shit. And then you come through that door, and it's like there's light on the other side of the door as you're pushing it open. But as you push it open, it slams shut behind you, and the light source is another door on the other end of the room that's like as long as the warehouse.
Oh, shit.
And that shuts at the same time, and it's just pitch black. And then the guy starts up the chainsaw behind you. And
Yeah,
you just gotta
that's-
fucking sprint for the
that's
door
fucking
that's
crazy.
somewhere over there.
That's crazy.
Oh, that was the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced. It was
Dude,
fucking awful. I ran so fucking fast.
When I tell you I hate haunted house, like I had a relationship end because of a haunted house in college.
Nice,
I was
yes.
with this girl, and she was big in the haunted house. She was like, "Let's go," and I thought it was gonna be a me and her date, and turns out she invited all of
Like
her
a crew?
friends that I didn't know. Like
Oh,
it was like
shit.
she was in some fucking.
I hate that. I've been in
yeah.
that situation once, not with a haunted house, but I've been.
But
Yeah.
just with a girl in general, where you end up in a situation where you're like, why? Why am I here?
Yeah.
with
I
all
thought
these
it was
people?
a date with us, and then all of a sudden I'm surrounded by
Fucking-
15 of your
She
friends.
picks me up, and then I'm going to the passenger. She's like, "No, get in the back." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, shit.
I'm the significant other. I get the seat automatically.
Like,
what the
she's
fuck?
like, no. Where's
Yo,
these
we went to
people?
this
No, my buddy
place.
Max, he sits up front.
Yeah, no, it's fucking.
Love
crazy.
Max.
Yeah.
Been around forever. And Max is clearly some dude who either has fucked her or wants to fuck her, and she just
Desperately
got
wants to fuck her.
him
Yes,
wrapped
yeah.
around her fucking finger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
I
you
think,
know
I
it.
think it was worse. It was like some freshman that she just met. I was like, "This is no."
Oh, no. Oh, fuck no.
But it was like, and they were in the friend group in college,
Mm-hmm.
like some study group or some whatever. We get to this place. It's like 300 houses in a row, and the only people I know there are the people that are also theater majors with us, and like her roommate, and then this gay couple. I know them. These are the people I'm sticking to. And they line you up 2 by 2 to go into the haunted houses. You stick to your person. I'm looking for my girl. She's at the front of the line with her other friend from this other friend group, and they're first in line ready to go, and it's just me and one of her roommates in the back next to the gay couple, and then her other roommate.
So she just not only brought a bunch of people, then bailed on you.
Bailed on me in a sea of fucking strangers.
Immediately.
And then we get in there, and it's just yelling and screaming, just fucking, not even like scary things, but just gross things, like a fucking baby bleeding from her vagina on you. It's like it's just wild imagery in this haunted house. And then all I'm hearing is screaming, and I see the bottom half of the gay couple curdled up in the fetal position, and I know him. I'm friends with him, and he's just alone by himself. His fucking significant other just went on.
Left him too.
And I'm like, I can't leave him here by himself.
No man left behind.
Exactly. So I'm like, yo, man, come on, let's go. I gotta get you out of here
because
we're only
not
like
getting himself out of there.
Yeah, we're
he's
only
done.
like
No, he fucking submitted.
He's waiting for
done.
security or something.
The fucking people are just screaming over him. It was like, yo, move, get out of his face.
Yeah, exactly.
Enough.
Clearly not handling this very well.
So I'm like, I was like, yo, come on. And we're like 5 minutes into it. So it just started for him. And I'm like, let's get this over with. Let's run. I'm holding him like, get the fuck out of the way. Let's go to the end. And we got to go upstairs, downstairs. I'm carrying him like fucking Lieutenant Dan. And
Like over your shoulders. Yeah.
And we finally get out of there, and I see my girl at the front of the next haunted house, and I'm like, yo, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't even get a thank you from this motherfucker who I carried. It's like, fuck this, dude. I'm not
Fuck you
doing
and
this.
your whole friend group. I'm out. God damn it. That's amazing.
I didn't even get a thank you for carrying this gay dude through the fucking, man.
I didn't get a thank you from a guy for holding the door open for him today at 7-Eleven, and I was rude about it. I was like, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a while.
If I had to carry that motherfucker through the door, I'd have thrown him.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what would happen.
Yeah.
That's what you should have done. You should have
Well, he was a bigger
Oh.
dude, too, so.
So he had no excuse for being curled up in the fucking floor.
I mean, he's the bottom. He's the more afraid of
That's fair.
spiders, you know what I mean?
Okay. So he had been put in the corner.
Pretty much.
That's how he likes things. That's fine.
Yeah, dude,
Well,
that was.
Welcome to the fucking Stoney Baloney podcast.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, dude. Hell yeah.
Our wonderful, fantastic guest, Daniel West. which one is the fucking
is
name?
that one?
That
No,
one. Yeah, it was that
just wave at all of them. You know what I mean?
one. One of them's on, I
I
promise.
saw him with our podcast too. Nap. I don't know which camera to look at, so I just look at all of them. Like which one? You. Yeah.
Also, if you're like, if a podcast is going well, you're not interacting. Like you forget.
You forget the camera's there. You're
Yeah.
just interacting the whole time.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. That's what you want to happen.
Yes.
Is for it
Yeah.
to just be such a natural conversation that you forget the cameras are there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because as soon as you start thinking about the cameras are there, you get performative and shit.
Yeah.
It's not as candid.
Yeah, it's not as legitimate. Yeah, which that's what's fun about this is it's just like we're just bullshitting, telling stories and fucking around. So, what is your story about?
My story. All right. So I texted you in the chat what I was gonna talk about.
Yeah, so you're going to tell us a story, and then Gabe and I are going to tell stories based on your story. One of us is going to lie. One of us is going to tell the truth.
Okay. All right. So me and my girl are chilling on a Saturday night, and usually it's like 8:30. Usually if I'm in home Saturday night 8:30, I'm not going anywhere. Tonight all of a sudden I decided, hey, I'm gonna go to Nate's event. My homie Nate, he sells weed and he has events or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I go to
Is this
event.
recent? This current girl?
Yeah, this is my now fiance.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're engaged to be married. Don't know when, but it's gonna happen.
Sometime. Yeah.
So yeah, I go, hey, let's go out to Nate's event and go support him.
Yeah,
Whatever.
go support the homies.
Exactly. Yeah. So we get out. I get in my car. Girl gets in my car, and if you ever notice things are off, go with that feeling. Just because.
Just in general.
Just in general, things were off as I was going to my car. Right. Turn the car on. Start to put it in drive. Put my seatbelt on. Start to drive off. When I noticed that my the passenger doors open thing is like your rear left door is open. I was like, that's weird. All right. I reached back to like fucking close it without looking, and then my girl turns around and goes, "Ooh!" I was like, that's a weird fucking sound.
That's not a normal noise.
Yeah, and then she's looking behind me. I look in the fucking rearview mirror. There's a nigga in my car.
Oh no!
In my back seat, just fucking chilling.
Fuck that.
Yeah, and then I just let out a "oh oh shit. I let out, oh shit, and I'm still in drive, so I'm starting to get out of the car, and then he gets out of the car, and I go, get the fuck out, and then the car's still moving, so I put it in park. I take off the seatbelt, and he's like, fuck, I'm leaving, and he jets off, and I'm fucking livid at this point.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
There's a nigga in my
And
car,
surprised
bro.
as
Huge
fuck.
invasion
Yeah.
of
bro.
privacy.
And the reason I said, oh shit, when I first saw him, I look in the fucking rearview mirror, and I noticed his eyes were in the back of the head. This nigga was tweaking, and I thought he was dead. I thought somebody put a dead body in the back of my car. So I was like, fuck, I'm fucking dead.
I'm
They
about to
got
get
me. I'm
framed. What
going
the
to jail,
fuck?
bro. I'm going to jail for life. And this nigga woke up and was like, fuck, oh shit, I'm out. I'm going. And I drove around my apartment for like 20 minutes looking for that nigga.
Yeah, because you
when I
were
finally
just
got
you
settled.
hadn't even got at your apartment complex. yet.
No, this is from the parking spot 2 feet forward. I was just like, yo, he went around the corner, fucking lost in the bushes. But I just, like, the whole vibe was off going to my truck. Like, we're getting there. You know how you unlock your car and your lights come on? It's like, hey, welcome to the car that you love and own and shit. This is yours that you pay all your hard work money for. And it welcomes you to the fucking vehicle.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. The lights were off. This nigga cut off the fucking the light with how you
he was
open
in
the
there
door.
fucking around with shit.
Cut off the thing to where the lights wouldn't come on. And then when I got in the car smelled like fucking musty and moist. I was like
a tweaker.
I did laundry, and I was like, did I
showered.
leave wet clothes in the back seat? What the fuck happened? And it was just that nigga was just wet from the sun all day, just being outside. And it's fucking crazy. I was walking around my apartment with an umbrella, just like, yo, you seen a small Mexican nigga with a blue shirt? It's like, no, all right, I'm looking for him.
Just walk around like an evil villain.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
seen this man?
I was so livid for him.
So I'm guessing you never found him.
No, I thought I saw him the other day. I went to my car late at night, and I see a figure just walking from like down the road, and I was like, is that that
wait a minute, is
motherfucker?
that that
And we kind of make eye contact, and I was about to say something, but then he just walked away. I was like, I feel like that eye contact means something, dog. I know you, motherfucker. Where do I know you from, huh?
That
Hold
dude's
on,
face
hold on.
has to be
Roll your eyes
tattooed.
in the back of your head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's you,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
It was just it was 8:30, so we had to be in there for like an hour because the sun gets dark at certain times. So just the thought of how long he was in my car, and if he was comfortable enough, bro. If he jacked off in my car, I would have lost my shit, bro. I was in my back seat for like 20 minutes looking.
That was going to be one of my questions.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you find any traces of semen?
No. Also,
but
did you get the homeless smell out of your car?
Yeah,
Or is that
yeah.
like a skunk? Does
Yeah,
that just kind of stay forever?
I
Did
got
you
it
set
out
the
my
car on fire? Is that how you got it out?
Yo, and I got a good car. It's a new car. I got a nice car. I've been fortunate enough to like work at a good job to where I bought the car fucking last year. It's fucking brand new, and this nigga went to my car and was like,
Of all the cars,
if all of these
too.
cars open, I hope it's that one. You know, and it was.
It was. Oh no! Never again.
No.
That car has never been unlocked.
No.
You get in the car and lock that motherfucker
Yeah,
with yourself
exactly,
in it.
dude. I'm in a gas station. As soon as I get out pumping gas, lock.
You got padlocks on it now. Went to Lowe's, got the little hinge and everything, and fucking put a little padlock on that bitch. That's fucked up. It's good that you didn't kill the homeless guy. Let me fix that for you.
Man, I would have killed him. I would have. All my family's just like, yo, you need a gun. And I was like, y'all realize if I had a gun,
Yeah, I would have used it.
that nigga would have, not only would he have been shot, the fucking windows of all the apartments would have been shot at me trying to aim and hit this running motherfucker, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I got all floppy on you.
Oh yeah, we can move that. Give you a little better access there.
Gosh, we're gonna have to clean the fuck out of this table today.
Yeah, that's what we have to do.
Yeah, that's wild. He got fucking lucky. Also, he got lucky probably too that your girl was with you, because if that would have just been you, you wouldn't have had. Because like when that happens, you have some percentage of your energy has to go to like consoling her and making her feel safe.
Well,
like,
and also
everything's
kind of
okay.
staying in between whatever's happening and her.
Right, exactly.
And
So
then
you
like I'll
can't-
deal with the thing once she's safe and not
right
in danger.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that was part
So
of
you
the reason why
can't
I was
just
so upset,
react
though.
the way that you want to.
That's part of the reason why I was so upset, because I was like, my girl's right here, dog.
Uh-huh.
Like, part of me was also like, you have to react. Like, don't just say, oh shit, like all scared. Like, get out and
you got to be ready to fight too.
At least attempt to get the motherfucker out the car. Because I was like, I'm gonna have to get a dead body out of my car and pick him up until he was like, I'm leaving, and ran out. I was like, this is a dead body. And then when he started running, I was like, this nigga was in my car asleep.
So he went immediately from dead body to like jumping out of the car?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit. That's even more startling.
You woke him out of a crack nap.
He might have been dead. You might have woke him out of a full, like the real crack nap.
Yeah. Your voice is Narcan, dude. It's that smooth.
Oh, shit.
That's fucking excellent.
Your voice is like the scene in Pulp Fiction. Pow!
Which scene?
Pulp Fiction, where she snorts the heroin.
Oh, yeah. The fucking adrenaline shot.
Yeah, the adrenaline shot.
That's my favorite movie, dude.
That's such a good flick.
God damn, Jimmy, this is some serious gourmet shit.
You don't have to tell me how good the coffee is.
Exactly. I know you know that line, bro.
I picked the coffee up. He said, I know you know that line because the rest of Quentin Tarantino's monologue is just him saying hard R's, dude. Like, I know you know that line. Recite it.
I know you've been practicing that one in front of the mirror.
I'll say it for you. Did you see a sign outside that says dead nigger storage rule?
I'll say it for you.
Thanks.
Fam, I'm not. Yeah, when I first heard that at like 13, I was like, "This is the greatest movie of all time." Yo, dead nigga storage is hilarious. It's not. It shouldn't be. But it is. God damn it! I would say the same thing to Sam Jackson. He's like, "You see dead nigga storage out here, Sam?" Just Quentin knows that white people pronounce their R's.
Yeah. We do like our R's.
Have to be phonetically correct. That's all that is.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be a Nazi, be a grammar Nazi.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Gotta be phonetic.
Minecraft was very.
It was. Hey, he crossed every T
exactly,
and dotted every umlaut.
That one was for my grandparents. They're gonna love it. They hate the podcast. They're gonna love it. I could finally call them on a Sunday again. Did you see?
All right, you're not gonna want to watch any of this episode except for this one moment.
Yeah, just send them the clip.
Umlaut.
Umlaut.
I don't even know if that accent was correct, but
Great.
That sounded funny. Yeah, any European, like anything from like Russia down to Germany, like just like a weird kind of broken English in a deep voice is kind of that accent. You know what I'm saying? They're all it's a soupy area. You know, it's all very similar.
It's all goulash and soup.
Yes, exactly.
Just pasta dishes. Yeah. It's just pasta dishes and potatoes.
Yeah, and cold that doesn't make sense. You know, like it doesn't even.
It makes you sad.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and communist.
And hungry.
Oh.
Because the potatoes. There's no potatoes.
I thought you meant the country.
Hungary.
Oh.
Yeah, he and I finished that joke for you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Well,
you ever had a run-in with a homeless?
I hate you. Gabe knows I've had many run-ins with the homeless.
So fucking many.
We've all had a lot of them
not
since
here.
Now that we've lived here.
Yeah. And it's funny. I came here from the Bay Area. Like I lived in San Jose, but I did most of the comedy for the first few months I started out in San Francisco and Oakland. And like,
do we compare?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, because in those places it's so spread out. Like obviously there's more numbers, but there's so many places. Whereas here it's like there's an L-shaped block of this city, and they're all there, and that's crazy. It's not like that in any other major city. It's nuts.
Yeah, they're all right here, right there in that spot, or they're on Cesar Chavez.
Mm-hmm. Or they moved them from under the freeway to like the forest. And that's where my apartment.
Yeah, when I got here, it was. So now they're your problem.
Exactly. Yeah,
They're your
I was
neighbors.
like, if the revolution starts, I'm first, and it's starting. This is the warning shot, dude. It was my car.
It's still that motherfucker in your back.
How long ago was that?
It was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh
no,
shit!
Exactly,
So
yeah.
fresh.
He's like, I got a story for you guys.
Yeah, do I ever?
Oh, lie.
Nate's events was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, did you guys end up going to the event? You're like, fuck this, I'm staying home tonight.
No, we went because my girl was like, "Just we need to cool off. Let's go,
Yeah,
let's go get this weed."
Definitely need to
Cool
go to
off.
the
I was
weed
like,
event
all right,
then. Yeah,
all right.
for fucking
Yeah,
sure.
right. And then I get there, and Nate's just like, "Hey, let me introduce you to somebody." And it's this lady who's a professional dick sucker. She like gives classes. And he's like, "Here,
I've
meet
been
her.
hearing
This
about
is,
this.
This is Daniel. This is dick sucking lady." Like, hi, I'm giving a
DSL,
seminar. I was like,
I heard
"Oh,
about
okay."
that lady.
Yeah,
I heard about that lady and then the fisting lady.
Oh my God!
There's a fisting lady?
We were walking with somebody the other, or what was
Who
it, like
were
a
we
week
hanging
ago?
out with? Yeah.
I don't remember, but they were like, "Oh yeah, so and so is at a fisting class," but like a lot, like you go and the lady's like, "Here's how you fist me," and
and you fist her?
yes,
That's crazy.
yes, and it was just happening at some house or apartment here in Austin, just like
It's her
Just
house.
casually.
yeah, like on
like it's
I
a
guess-
paint and sip.
Yeah, exactly.
God.
Yes, yeah,
Paint
yeah,
and fist.
yeah.
That's wild.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's nuts. That
Yeah.
there's just shit like that happening.
Imagine-
Probably in your apartment complex, like right next to you. You don't
Yeah,
even
just
know.
imagine being the neighbor you hear. "Ah!" The fuck was that? Oh, it's the fisting class.
Yeah,
It's Thursday.
he did it wrong. He did it wrong. He'll get
He
it.
fisted himself.
No, he'll get it. They
On
always
target.
do eventually.
Your story is more of trespassing by the homeless. I live
Yeah.
far enough south that my property doesn't really get fucked with like that at my house.
Oh, that's good.
And my property hasn't really gotten fucked with or invaded here in Austin. At least not by homeless people, but that's a different story for a different day. I do have some hijinks with the homeless stories, though. So I will tell one of those.
Okay.
So one night, this is probably 2022? Yeah, sometime in the summer of 2022, after working all night at the club, we, stayed after with somebody with keys, and we proceeded to drink and do coke until when we left, the sun was up. Like, we walked out the back door and the sun was up now. It was 9 o'clock in the morning. And my coworker who I was with knew that I had smoked crack before and was like, "Hey, Scott, what's crack like? I really want to smoke crack. Can we go
Like
get some?"
you do.
And I was like, "Sure, of course we can go get crack." Because I've been doing coke and drinking at this point. I'm ready to smoke crack. I just don't have the resources, but he does.
But he does, and you're like, well,
I know where to get
that's
it.
all I needed.
So we get money and we go hang out behind Pete's Piano Bar. And we're smoking rocks with the homeless people. Like sitting between fucking dumpsters, smoking crack with homeless people. And when you're doing that, they all kind of, swarm you. Like, "Come on, let me get it. Let me get one." So there's like 3 or 4 surrounding us. And after a couple rounds of doing this, like getting crack, coming back, smoking it, sharing it, getting crack, coming back, smoking, sharing it, this guy, Fred, told us that, "Hey, I know a place that we can go smoke in privacy. Let's get one big piece and go smoke in privacy." And and Fred brought one woman with him, one homeless woman, right? He's like, "So you guys can share with me and just this homeless lady instead of 5 other homeless people." So we read up on a big rock, and we went to the building that is. It's right on the corner of 6th and I-35. It's got the big, like, "Welcome to Austin" mural on the side of it. It used to be the old fucking courthouse and shit, I think.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
It has that look.
Yeah, it was some sort of building like that. Some sort of government
It's an old
building.
Government building. Yeah.
But it's abandoned at
Yeah.
this point, and they've turned it into a flop house. A full-blown flop house. All the different office space rooms are like different people's
different
rooms.
crack rooms.
Uh-huh. So we're up there hanging out, smoking crack with the homeless people, and God, this is so gross. This is so gross. So, they start encouraging my coworker, who's got kind of, virgin vibes a little bit, right? They start encouraging him to fondle the homeless lady. And she's high, smoking crack, horny, as you get when you're smoking crack. So she's like, "Come on,
fondle me."
play with my big mildewy titties." And he is. Because we're fucked. We are fucked up. We've been up all night working a long-ass
Wait a
shift.
minute. Is that what you think the musty smell was on the homeless guy? It was mildewy titties from the night before? Yeah, that's what it was. That makes sense.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Which to
continue.
you was a terrible smell,
Yeah.
but to him, glorious.
It's like
Chanel
it
number
smells like
5.
home.
Just like Mom used to make. Mildew milkers. So I remember at one point the guy Fred had got her to do like a little strip tease or like
Oh no!
little dance for us or something like that.
The stains.
I remember. yeah.
Pulled him down, bitch. What color is that?
And she's like, I don't know. It's what you get when you mix all of these.
Oh man.
Oh
That's
no!
disgusting.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
no.
I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure he fondled her pussy.
Oh,
And then I know that I remember I saw it. It's like seeing your dad's dick. You just can't ever unsee that image.
Yeah.
Probably like that guy's face. It's just tattooed.
Well, it
you
was-
remember that guy's face, but I remember that homeless lady's pussy, and I'll never fucking forget.
I don't
Unfortunately,
remember his,
I'll never forget.
I don't remember his
I
face.
need you guys to support me on this because I am fucking losing sleep, fellas.
I don't remember his face because it was in dark. Like he cut the lights off, so I could only
Like
see
he was
his,
wearing blackface.
I could only see his I could only see his silhouette and the whites of his eyes because they were in the back of his head, but I couldn't see his face. I wish I did. I'd never forget it, but I just know that nigga's silhouette.
I know his
I feel like I know the running
Yeah.
shape of this man.
Who's this?
It's like when Pokemon goes to commercial.
They said it's just my deep voice. Who is this nigga? Huh?
Snorlax, Snorcracks.
Fucking there it is. There it is.
So,
Is it your voice
so
or is
he-
it Tarantino's voice?
But yeah, that's my story. Hanging out with homeless people in that flop house and watching that fucking homeless lady do her like.
I would argue that if he had fondled her pussy, you would also remember the smell. There's no way when
If her
when you-
vagina got
there's
entered,
no way
that-
when
yeah.
you separate those lips that there isn't an ungodly.
Yeah, as soon as she takes the
oh.
fucking.
Oh my
when she
God.
took off her panties, did it stick and then it like bounced?
Did your faces start melting like in Temple of Doom? Fuck. Jesus.
After he did it, he like fling it. Just,
Moral of the story: homeless people are horny.
It made like a slap when it hit the concrete.
If-
well, was the dude wait, he was your coworker.
he was just like I said, like virgin kind of vibes. It was like, oh, titty, you know.
Yeah, and high on crack
High
for
on
the first
crack
time.
and
also.
been up drinking all night and shit. Just
Yeah.
really weird.
Very
vibe.
susceptible.
Just falling into the moment, baby.
Jesus, that is fantastic. Well, my
I'm sure people could try and guess who that was, but you never will.
this is a coworker that we would. That's fun. That's a fun game. That's a fun game.
Just for the next 2 weeks. It was a cat.
Is guess who the virgin crackhead was? Yeah, stay tuned for next week.
It was
folks.
Colt.
That
I'm
makes
just kidding.
sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I would never. First of all, I wouldn't let Colt snort coke in
Wait,
front
is
of
that
me.
how he met Monica? If you're watching,
I
I'm
like when
sorry.
jokes are just for us.
She's not watching.
No.
Nobody's watching.
No. It's 12 people. And 2 of those are me making timestamps.
Yeah, that's how I be feeling.
And
doing
1 is your
podcasts,
wife.
dude.
So I'm just trying to figure out who the other 8 are.
Yeah. When you drop an episode, all right, those 2 are me. Who are these other niggas?
Yeah. I remember those. Those don't
Yeah,
count.
yeah.
Why don't they comment?
Uh-huh.
What are you hiding?
What do you,
What do you think about
I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna log out. Log in as my sneaky link account.
Do you have a homeless hijinks or a homeless
Okay, so this is my
trespassing
my story.
invasion
is
of the homeless?
actually about the first homeless that I ever encountered.
Ooh.
So
This
I-
isn't the story you told on the Michael Ridley episode, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
So I grew up in Waukegan, which is a town just north of Chicago, which is like, it's like 30 to 45 minutes outside of the city, but it's basically just an extension of the city. It's not like a country town. Like it's basically just like miniature Chicago.
Yeah. It's just shorter high rises.
Uh-huh. But it was because it was so much smaller and because Chicago was in such close proximity, there wasn't really any homeless population. Like, I remember by the time we moved and I was in elementary school, I had seen maybe 5 homeless people, and it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like everybody knew their names. They were kind of like almost local celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, they'd been in the same town for 20 years. Nobody knows where they came. Like, they just were born homeless and just wandered around their whole life or something. So those were the only interactions. So we didn't really have any like just standard city stuff like what we deal with, out here. Right, where it's just like constantly every block that you walk, there's 5 of them that you interact with, right?
You got nicknames for them and stuff. Some of them you like actually stop and chat with.
Yeah, you actually do.
There's the one guy downtown in the wheelchair. I always stop and chat. The governor, I love that
guy. Yeah. Okay. The new guy in the wheelchair, because the old guy in the wheelchair, who was just like...
There's a new guy in a wheelchair?
No, the one you're talking about. Because the original guy in the wheelchair from like 3 years ago was the one who like was kind of incoherent and smelled...
I know what you're talking about.
Smelled like a bag of dirty old dog piss.
But he
constantly.
he was always like smiling and laughing. I remember.
Yes,
that.
yeah, but
he was always really happy,
and it was because he always like just pissed himself. always at all times.
He was laughing because he's like, they gotta smell my piss.
Old dog piss man, enjoy life.
He was having a time every time I saw him.
Remember the guy that served us food earlier that we were like, oh, that guy's had a brain injury.
Yes.
He was just so happy. It was like that, like the bad part of his brain got knocked out with a hammer years ago by his father or something like that.
Yeah.
And
or
now
he
just
fell
only
off the
knew
back
how to
of
be
a donkey or something.
Right. Yeah. He got kicked in the head by a horse. Like he definitely
did have the look of somebody who'd been kicked in the head by a horse. Like, that's a specific look. Damn. And whatever you're thinking right now, yep, that's him. That's the guy.
He's just happy to be alive, dog. Just like, hey man, you have a blessed day.
But
you're like, why does your head come so much to a point? Is it because at some point it was split? Is that why? And the doctor was like, we'll glue it together. Yes, probably.
It's not gonna look the same.
He got run over by a tractor or something. You know what I'm saying?
But that guy, right? He had that. Like, we all understand that concept, right? But his was only to the degree. Like, his wasn't so far that he couldn't work the cash register at a restaurant, right? But the piss wheelchair guy, he got hit in the head so hard that he still lost the bad part of his brain.
Yes.
And he's permanently happy. Ignorance is bliss, but so ignorant is bliss that he is pissing. Ignorance is piss.
Yeah. You were right there. It was so close. Yeah. You came back around to it.
Did it.
You came back around to it, but you can't rewrite a joke in the middle of it on stage.
Sure the fuck I can.
I mean, you can, and we all saw what happened.
You liked when I did it just a minute ago. When I did the other fucking, I can't even remember the joke that I did. Yeah. Snorcracks. When I did Snorlax and then I said Snorcracks. You're like, oh, I love that. You liked it when I did it then, but now I do it now?
Yeah. Yeah, I like to keep you on your toes.
It don't always work.
You're like, no, it's not funny now because you did it then, right?
Exactly, yeah. You
only get it once per performance.
Yep.
You can't.
One time.
Yeah. You can't just keep coming out there and be like, all right, that's my time. See you later. You get that one time. You get one shot.
Yeah. Like in your career. Not like for show. You do that one time and then you're done. So I must have been 8 or 9, something like that. And I was going with my dad and one of his buddies to meet with one of the pastors from our church to go golfing, right? And I mean, I wasn't going to be golfing. I was going to be fucking chasing balls into the lake. And
little caddy boy, get over here.
Shit. Yes, exactly.
You were the Labrador.
So when we got to the pastor's house, he was like all flustered, and I had to go like sit in the room, and he didn't have any kids that were our age. He had like one older kid who was like 17 or 18 or something like that, but like no kids my age. So I just had to go like just sit. There's no toys or anything. I just was sitting on the couch. It sucked. But I didn't know what was going on. I could just tell when everybody walked in the room that everybody was anxious and there was something going on.
Right.
Well, apparently he got the timing mixed up of that happening, and he was taking in a guy who was part of, I guess, one of the local homeless institutions, but in not like a halfway house, but I guess it was just like not really foster homing, but he was going to stay with this pastor's family for a little while on his way, like to try to kind of get back to having a job and living in a regular place, right? But and so he was coming in, and his caseworker was there, and so it was just like a jumble. But I remember just kind of figuring out a little bit of what was going on, again, in my 8 or 9 year old brain, but also they were obviously trying to keep my interaction with all of that minimum. But I remember they were talking, and I I remember specifically what he said, because it was the wildest shit I'd ever heard at 8 years old. But the caseworker's talking to the pastor about him, and I guess he's going down the list of like warnings, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you got to watch out for. And
right,
like,
yeah. Don't get him wet. Don't feed him after midnight.
yeah. And he was like, you have to be aware of his homosexual tendencies and his preference for intravenous drug use. And that was the first time I'd ever heard either one of those
Any of those concepts.
And I heard all of them all at once, and my little kid brain was like, what the fuck is this?
They were talking to your father about the
No, they were talking to the pastor. So my father and his buddy were
okay.
just
So
friends with the pastor.
They were dropping
it off at the pastor's house. Yep.
Okay.
So I'm sure my dad and his buddy were like involved with the interaction, but like he was talking specifically to the pastor, and just kind of explaining to him like, this is what you're going to be dealing with while he's living with you, and signing the release form and all that shit. So then they have a little conversation, and I could tell my dad and the other guy are kind of annoyed, but they're like, whatever, this has got to happen, right? And so then the homeless guy, they kept like being careful to like keep him, like make sure he wasn't interacting with me, and they got him like through the house and like back into the, but he's like kind of, he was like fully crazy, like clearly like he was just like saying shit, and like I don't know if he was actively, obviously at that time I have no idea what that looks like, but I don't know if he was just fucked up on drugs or if he was like fully mentally gone, but he was either way. To my mind, I was like, he's nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just doing, like, he was just like saying weird shit, and like I remember he moved weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, which probably is just like he was tweaking. Right. He was on drugs, but like just like weird. I remember seeing that shit and being like, what's fucking wrong? Like, is it? I was thinking like he's got a disability or something. You know what I'm saying? Like his back is broken, but he's just like and tweaking hard, right? So they're finally
gay sex, homosexual tendencies. Leave my brain, demon.
So
sorry, what were you guys?
So they're finally like figuring it out. Like, all right, cool, we're gonna go, and they're like in the kitchen, and I'm over in the living room, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he comes running butt fucking naked through the like hallway that the rooms are in, down, and the hallway connected like one way to the kitchen, which is where they'd brought him, and then one way to the living room. And so he just came in there and then just like and also that was the first time I'd ever seen a dick that wasn't mine. I was like, what in the fuck is happening? And immediately someone sees him and yells, I don't remember which of them, yells at him, and he just ran straight out the back door, just out into the fucking wild. Wow. And then they chased him for like an hour. It was a long fucking time. I remember just being in there waiting. And then they finally came back, and I'm pretty sure they came back with like cops, like he was in handcuffs or something like that. But they still brought him back to there, and they were just like, all right, we'll get the kid out in case he does it again. But then he just like still, I remember the ending of it. Yes.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And I remember
that
the
was
ending
aimed
of
at
it.
you?
I mean, it was just aimed at whoever was in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know he was aware of anything that was happening, but it was just like, hey, world, I figured it out. But ultimately, he came back. Like, they were like, we warned you. We warned you about all the weird shit he's gonna do, and they were just like, "All right, here you go."
So they brought him back.
They brought him back, and they still it ended with us leaving.
No, that was, you could put him back where he came from.
No, exactly right.
Yes, that he's not
clearly he's wild. He's still
he's not feral as fuck, dude. He was naked in the woods.
Yes,
They're like, "So you've been good so far. Let's try you out in the real world." And
Couldn't handle it.
Not even day one,
Snapped
day
immediately.
0, dude.
Yes. Yeah, he didn't even get through the threshold.
He turned into a goddamn werewolf.
Yeah. They were like, here's your room. And he was like, oh, I know what I'm about to do. I got a room? Yeah.
That's all. Like, did he aim at you? Like, did he see a kid and it fucking triggered something? Or
No. He was already running naked through the house. I was just the first person he ran into.
Damn.
And he was like, ah! And then just ran. And then as soon as one of them noticed him, he ran straight out the fucking door.
Well, he yelled. He's like, I'm gay, not a pedophile. Fuck.
I don't want you to get my things mixed up. Like,
A child, oh no.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. Well, I mean,
It was balls.
Yeah, that's like scarred into your brain.
Yeah,
forever.
permanently.
Oh, yeah.
And then they came back and he left him there. I think the caseworker may have stayed, but then we left and the pastor came with us and played golf. Like, wasn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Fucking 9 holes. It was nuts.
You see this fucking junk, goddamn.
It's funny that we didn't talk about our stories at all to each other, but both of them involve a homeless person's genitals.
That's good. And we covered the full spectrum of homeless genitals.
Yeah, both sides of it. Yeah,
That's good. Yeah.
Yep. And from the perspective of a small boy and a small boy that poses as a 32-year-old man. You know?
Yes.
I'm actually 3 8-year-olds in a trench coat.
All right. So, before we get to any guessing or whatnot,
Come on,
I'm going to take you to space. Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ. We're sorry, student class. We didn't mean that.
It's going to pull through and fill up, and then I'll flip it, and then it's just going to blast smoke at you.
Right.
It's going to pull through, fill up, and blast. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Sorry. He just cleaned it today. He just fucking cleaned the hose. Because he got Victor with it earlier, and I was like, oh, Victor's being a bitch. And then I hit it and was like, I just hit that yesterday. What the fuck happened? So apparently when I left his house this morning, he was like...
Yeah, cleaned her up real good. You want another?
I love your laugh. Your little laugh.
Yep. All right. Yeah, it's violent. It is violent.
What's his necklace? Is that a different style of tortilla chip?
Now they're going to think you're racist.
No. Well, no, earlier today we were at Whistler's picking crawdads.
It goes deeper than that. Good.
It goes on deep. Dean was there. We were with Dean Stanfield, and he has a little Texas outline tattoo right here on his sternum.
Yeah.
And he also had a necklace that had a Texas pendant on it. And it was like, he's got a tortilla chip. So why is everybody in Texas like tortilla chips so much?
Because the HEB's tortilla chip is shaped like.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So that.
Yo, that shit is wild.
Yeah.
I only see shit like that in like Instagram ads or something.
Dude,
like that.
this shit is like, yes, exactly. And
Show him the other thing.
no, it's too much to take out, and I don't have anything to hit in it. I don't have any dabs.
You don't have the flower attachment. You don't have the flower attachment.
I don't have it set up.
Okay.
Is it one of those like fucking Emerald City looking pipes or something?
All right. I'll take it up. Fucking all right.
Can you look at that hose down here?
Yeah, that might need to be repacked.
Yeah, that's.
My first time unscrewing this. Hopefully I don't screw.
This is riveting radio.
Hopefully I don't screw that up.
Sure, I forgot we recorded a podcast.
I can't wait for people to hear this. It's gonna be great.
So am I supposed to guess between your stories which one is real? And
yeah, that's the game. That's
Okay.
The name of the game is now you do that. Now you guess.
Yeah, I mean, we can light it up again.
Take some time to deliberate.
Go again.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna
Think about it.
I'm thinking through things. So
Questions.
And he was wearing no clothes, like not even like
fully
socks,
naked.
fully
No,
naked.
no, he
All
was
right,
completely
butt ass.
Bare feet.
Uh,
And he ran like out into the fucking fields too.
yeah.
You said into the forest.
Fields.
I love that.
Yeah.
White
there's
dude.
Were there crops?
He was. I don't know. Hispanic of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think. He might have
Let's
been
say
Mexican, but I
Guatemala.
don't know.
Okay.
Feels good.
All right.
Guatemala's a
interesting.
white Hispanic.
Yeah, in Illinois, I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't know what the Mexican population is like in Illinois.
Yeah. I think it's surprisingly. Well, I don't know. If surprisingly, it's a major city. So.
Well, yeah, you're near Chicago,
Yeah, that's fair.
so you got major.
But yeah, no, not white.
Okay.
People always talk shit to me when I moved here about like, oh, you don't know what real Mexican food is. You don't know what tacos are. Da da da. It's like, dude, I lived in Northern Virginia. You understand? I lived very close to Washington D.C. Like the Hispanic population in Northern Virginia is insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of good Mexican food up there. And taco trucks where the cook doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
That's the shit I want. Fuck.
All right. Yeah, homeless genitalia everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the only one who didn't see homeless genitalia.
No, I'm so glad I didn't.
I
It's,
know.
It's just implied.
But also like, you couldn't have been far off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
You were only
if he
a
was
few
there,
minutes coming out there away from having seen him.
like let's say he was still there, woke up from his nap. He's like, "Fuck, I'm still here. Let me rub one out in this
Of
wonderful
course,
ass
yeah,
back seat."
nice ass, comfy back seat.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I just kind of like wake up in the middle of the night and I'm already jerking off. I sleep jerk.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mailman hates it.
We've all been there. Who? What?
The
Mailman.
mailman.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
No,
Because I sleep walk too.
Oh, okay. There we go. There we go.
sleep jizz as well.
Well, I leave a note on the front door for the mailman to come inside. Leave the mail on the bed.
When he comes in, you're like,
What are we smoking? What are we doing?
well, Daniel's guessing who the guest is.
All
I don't know where the piece is. That's why I was like, this is a terrible idea to do right now because it'll have a bunch of dead air.
Looks like
in
a
the middle of the podcast.
humidifier.
Look at it.
Yeah, it looks like a humidifier.
Well, you pulled it out because he asked about it, and then you were like, "All right," you got excited about it. Also, I don't know if you know. Do you know the guy who edits the podcast? Just get him to cut that part out.
Oh, okay.
I know the guy who makes the timestamps, so I'll get him to timestamp that.
Perfect. And then we'll go have the guy who makes the clips clip it. You want some of this, Tony?
Tony, support your sobriety, okay?
I don't. Nor will I ever. That was such a tease. That was hilarious. Just smoke billowing all the way through.
That's good, Jim. Ridiculous. All right. I feel like between the two of you, I'm using the psych method. There's always like tiny bits of truth in the lie, right? Yeah. So I feel like
Before you say anything, I'm so fucking drooling on myself high. I don't remember who's lying. I just told the truth anymore. So don't get all high and mighty with you.
trying to be like a detective here. You know? Like I'm
Yeah.
just fucking procedurals. I feel like
You should add your notepad.
yeah.
There's even pen and paper.
There was pen and
There's-
paper,
Yeah,
yeah.
you had options.
It's all up here, baby. You were really
Steel
descriptive in every single place that you went. And even like where it was, where you were near and everything. And you really weren't. which makes me feel like you were telling the truth.
You want me to? Are you like? Is that it? You
yeah,
locking it in?
I think you are the true story. And because I don't know, I feel like you really got scarred by some grown man nuts. That's some shit you don't forget. Yo, I used to, my first time at the YMCA, I fucked around and went into that locker room.
Oh shit! So this is you had flashbacks to my story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was fucking around and went into that locker room. Was like, I want this locker. Turn around, holy shit! Just old man balls everywhere, bro. So yeah, I
keep your eyes up in the locker room.
Yeah, always at all times.
I didn't realize that.
Eyes up.
I thought this was a public space.
It is a very public space for their privates. Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Then I understood why everybody associated YMCA with the gays.
now you know.
It's like,
now
yo,
you know.
dicks are everywhere. Man.
Yeah.
Wait till you go to the Gold's Gym on 6th Street.
No, man.
You're going to be sad.
Or glad.
Yeah. Or glad. Yeah.
With
the extra A.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, unfortunately, sir, you are incorrect.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Crackhead through and through.
Oh, no.
Once and always, baby.
Yeah.
I'm retired now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Every once in a while, I play a little exhibition.
Okay. Yeah, just for just to see if the old arms still got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like
Old Timers Day.
that's wild. Like white people crack is like this, and then black people crack. They're just ass out, dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I feel like that same thing is true in reverse with meth. Like any black people that I ever met that did meth were like, yeah, I tried it a couple times, but any white person that did meth was like, that's me. I am meth now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get so many things done. I'm gonna get my fucking life together, dude. And then they just end up shaved head and a bunch of bad tattoos.
Damn.
It's just scars and bleeding all over their face and no teeth.
Because they did get a bunch of things done, but the things were reading Nazi
Smoke more
propaganda and picking their fucking face.
Yeah, I've never met meth high before.
It's not good.
Yeah.
You ever done Adderall?
No.
Good. That's good.
No.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Good. It's good that you don't have a frame of reference. You
No,
don't, you don't fucking need one.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't want it. It's not good.
I
wish
reference.
I didn't have it. Yeah.
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 We were talking about that today on Victor's podcast because we were talking about crack and it was giving me like the heebie-jeebies and stuff. You know what I mean? It just gives me like an anxiety. It's a trigger, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes. So be glad you don't have that because that shit fucking sucks. It feels gross. You know what I mean? Because because we have a frame of reference in those fucking departments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in like a Christian black household, so my frame of reference was always like Tyler Perry. Like, look what happens with crack and black people, and it was just like, yeah, I don't want that. So,
No, he's right.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry's right.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. On that, Tyler Perry's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On that.
Yeah, I don't want to give not the whole spectrum.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry's a man. He's got a lot of opinions.
I mean, he's employed the most black people in Hollywood, so yeah, he's done a couple of good things. But,
Yeah.
you know, none of them are ever going to be a star.
That's true.
I mean, they're in all of his movies.
Yeah. That's like one of the worst things, though, when you grow up with like a black entertainer. Everybody wants you to go reach out to Tyler Perry and fucking audition for him. It's like, no. I don't.
Yeah, if you want to do
Have
that
people really said
specific
that to you?
thing.
Yeah, all the time.
Like, oh my God, you're in entertainment? You should do a Tyler Perry movie. That's fucking annoying.
That's every older
weird.
black woman, because that's his demographic. So like every church-going black woman.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you act, you sing, go to Tyler Perry. He'll use you. And,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like,
Yeah, he's got something for you.
Yeah.
Human trafficking.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's weird? Literally 0 old black ladies have said that to me.
Oh.
Like none.
Yeah.
Not one.
I'm pretty sure he could. I'm pretty sure he could use you if he got like a. You'd be Jesus.
Yeah. All right.
We could play the bad guys.
Call me Tyler. Hey.
You'd play Jesus in Medea Goes to Heaven, and yeah.
Nice. That last one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it. The last Medea.
He wouldn't do black Jesus. He'd go traditional and do white Jesus, and he cast you or somebody look just like you. Or maybe you be gotten and you be Jesus. You know.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now almost.
The keen
That's
face.
fun. That's fun.
Or he'd play it like I was Jesus. And then I'd be like, No, I'm Peter, and then Black Jesus comes out.
Okay.
It was just a play.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah,
funny.
that's better. I like that.
That would be good.
Fucking call us, Tyler. We're literally writing this shit for you. Daniel will not be in any of your films.
No. I'll take some money though.
Heard you got a lot of that. So
This was fun.
this is a
This
blast.
was a
Yeah.
really good
Thank
time.
you very much for being on.
you for
Plug
having
your
me.
shit.
My name is Daniel West. You can find me at Sir D West on my social medias. I have a podcast called 2NAP, 2NAP, 2 Niggas in a Pod. We work out of the Creek in the Cave studio.
Say it, Scott.
Please no. You can find us at the Creek in the Cave at .studio.
We'll have links for
IG.
everything in the description.
Yeah, we'll put all in the description.
And at 2NAP Show. So, yeah, that's what I do. Please follow and share and, boost us up, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Please.
Yeah. Like, follow, subscribe. There, here, everywhere.
Yeah, follow their shit and catch up and get to know them because next time Daniel's on the podcast, it's going to be with Jordan. We're gonna do it.
That'd be
we'll
wonderful.
do- yeah, we'll do
2
both
Night
you
Club.
guys
You
on
guys will be on our
next time.
podcast too. And
Fuck yeah.
fucking do it up in the Creek in the Cave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let us
See,
know.
I'm plugging in Creek in the Cave.
Yeah, fuck
Creek
yeah.
in the Cave.
Creek. All right, and we're done.
Hell yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a
That was a
blast.
really
Thank
good
you very
time.
much.
That was a great flow. I was almost